Okay, good. All right. My name is Evan Nielsen. I'm Director of Strength and Conditioning at the University of San Francisco. I work with every team, men's and women's, to some extent. Whether it's very off-season training where strength, power, flexibility, core strength are of utmost importance, to in-season with even especially with our baseball guys who might be on the road for 10 days at a time. I see them when I can see them. So my involvement kind of revolves around their availability, team's availability. But what I'm here to discuss with you is the summer leading into your collegiate career. And as these four gentlemen, especially Connor Matz and Mr. Higgs, explain to you your summer preparation or your preparation for your freshman year should have already begun. Mentally, for sure. Physically, I hope so. And that's a little bit of what we're here to talk about. I use a resource, actually, to back up a little bit. I've been at USF for 5 years. I've worked with athletes from 10 years old, with youth athletes, high school, college, professional athletes, NFL, Major League Baseball, NBA. Got out of the business world, came to USF, so I just want to train athletes. I want you, young men, to have the resources available to you to improve your level of athleticism. The coaches, they can help you play baseball. They can help improve your baseball skills. My passion, what I love to do, is just come in here and see guys work hard, not only in here, but also when we're down at the beach, when we're out in the field, up at the soccer stadium, wherever Spark happens to be that day. But I just like to see young men and women work hard and improve their abilities, so that the coaching staff has a more powerful arsenal to compete with. So now, getting back to what I was going to say, all resources from the strength and conditioning department. My assistant, Mike Yanni, couldn't be here. He's moving right now. But there's two of us. There's the coaching staff, the medical staff. I'm sure you guys either saw or met Tim Fisher, trainer for the team. All the resources that you need to be successful academically have been touched on. Medically, strength and conditioning performance are here for you. Okay, that's all. That's what I do. That's my job. So, if you are in a position to where a coach comes to you and says, I need to improve your speed, first thing that should pop into your head is I need to go see a performance expert. In this department, at this school, that's my job. Okay? If you're at home and you look on your workout and you have a 9 hang clean test that day, you have no idea what a hang clean is, you need to get on the phone, get in your email, get in touch with me as quickly as possible, get on Blackboard, see video clips, get to what Blackboard is in a second, and use me as a resource. These next couple months, you might be in the area, you might not be in the area. You'll have access to my phone number, you'll have access to my email. I have time for your questions. So never think that any question is unimportant. And if nothing else, call and introduce yourself. Say, John, I live in East Bay, I'm not going to see I'm playing this and that. I really want to be ready for this fall. What should I do? I can do this, and this. What do you think I should really work on? Simple conversation like that would mean a whole lot to me, but also just to start the communication between yourselves and this department. So getting back to what I was talking about with Blackboard, there's going to be a resource available to you online. And all of these pages that I have in my hand are going to be readily accessible to you. And if you happen to leave the stack of paper somewhere, which I don't ever think will happen, you lose it, you'll be able to quickly access it online, print out another copy, put it on your iPhone, put it on your iPod, put it on whatever you want, so you can see it and you always have access to it. Blackboard is as soon as you are admitted to the University of San Francisco, deposits, all the paperwork's taken care of, you get a username and password. Have any of you got a username and password yet? Show of hands. Yeah, okay, a couple of you have. If you have not, you'll be getting that. If you do not have that, I have a backdoor way of getting into Blackboard. We can before we leave, I'll make sure that all of you have access to that. It's just a generic username and password that will only get you access to summer programs. Okay, I put all summer programs for all programs online. They're username and password protected. That way you always have access to it. So getting back to why we're here. 56-day challenge. You guys know what it is? Not at all? All right. 56-day challenge. It is, we came up with the number 56. It's the number of competition days we'll have in the spring. So a year from now, 56 games. So you essentially will train like that this summer. Okay? Typical series is over the weekend, so you have a 3-game series over the weekend, but instead of baseball, you're going to have a physical series of both weightlifting and spark training, which you're going to be doing in the fall, making up your weekend strength conditioning series. Does that make sense to you? You also have, when you come this time next year, there's also a midweek game. Falls on a Tuesday or Wednesday. In the past, I know it's even happened on both days. But you will also train, you'll have midweek training days. Okay, so we're expecting you to train 5 days a week as to prepare you for a maximum of 5 days of competition. This is both strength training, conditioning, spark training, speed, power, agility, reaction, quickness. And it's going to fall on the same periodization, the same training cycle which your body will expect come this time next year. Clear so far? 6-day challenge? Okay. When you get this, and I'm not sure if it was Coach Nakamura or these guys made a reference to it. There's going to be, first of all, you're going to see a calendar. This starts June 1. June, July, August. Okay? You are going to know exactly what we want you to do on any given day. Okay? We can call you up on June 15th. I can ask you how your mile run was. And if you say, I don't know what you're talking about, we know 2 things. You didn't do it. You didn't run the mile. And 2, you didn't get this off the internet, print it out, have it taped to your wall, and know that on June 15th, you got a mile test that day, and your goal time was 6:45. Oh, that's easy. That'll be an easy day. June 15th will be an easy day for you guys. 6:45. Okay, so you guys get the idea though, right? We have it mapped out for you. What we want you to do on this day, if it's a day of rest, no obligation to USF baseball, except get better. There's something you can always do to get better. That's one thing I want you guys to get in your head. And the players that are standing here made reference to it. Every day you wake up, do something to get better. Whether it's flexibility, recovery day, go for a run, eat, sleep, and drink, getting better. Okay, if it's physical, that's one side. If it's academic, it's on the other side. If it's social, but always do something to get better. Our challenges are, you're going to have a breakdown of what your challenges are. So we give them little names, your sprints, your T-tests, 9 squat, different things like that. It's not going to mean a whole lot to you right now until we waste the whole afternoon showing you and reading it out. You're going to have a pretty simple guide. Our descriptions are very simple, so we'll go through one real quick. Push-up test. I guess you can probably think of what we're going to go now. Max number of push-ups in 60 seconds. We'll touch your chest to the floor at the bottom. Fully extend elbows to the top. During rest, only hands and feet are allowed on the ground. Pretty simple. Okay, that's about as complex as I get. But it also makes some standards that you have to follow so that when you test in the fall, you'll know what to expect. All right. Different activities you'll be tested on. Your squat, lower leg strength, okay, hand clean, full body power. Does anybody by show of hands not know what a hand clean is? Awesome. You're walking very well. What else do we have? So we have 3 traditional weight room exercises. We have a 9-rep bench press, a 9-rep squat test, a 9-rep hang clean test. Okay. 9. Anybody have any do it? significance 9 has? Beautiful. Baseball, okay? Also, 9 innings in a game, so it pertains to you guys for baseball, but also, I know that I'm asking you to do a max effort for 9 reps without seeing you men lift. I don't have to be concerned that we're going to be lifting too much weight, we're going to be cheating, and that we'll be safe. Okay? We're also going to have some upper body exercises, bodyweight squat for time, push-up, pull-up, things of that nature. That's going to cover the strength. We'll get a pretty good idea of where you're at strength. Of those 56 days, you will have a weight training workout or a spark workout. Following that workout, you will also have a challenge for that day. You're going to have 56 individual challenges on that day. So you might go through what you consider the toughest weight room workout you've ever done in your life. And then right after that, I ask you for a 9 squat test. Put the most weight in the bar that you can do 9 times. Don't try it a second time. Don't try it a third time. If you did 220 pounds last week, try 230 pounds this week. You either get it or you don't. It's pass rate. Pass, right done. This is going to help you track what you've done over the summer. Okay? This is going to be pretty consistent throughout whether you're on the pitching side or the position player side. Okay? So when you come in, all of you guys, if you were to put you in this room again, you'll actually have a team meeting, both new players as well as returners, in this room. Look at the guy next to you. And you can ask, who's doing 9 squat? And everybody should have some ideas. And if you look at the guy next to you, he's 100 pounds above you, you know that he's worked harder than you, he's stronger than you, or he's full of crap. We're gonna find out as soon as we get bigger. Okay? So that gives you an idea of what the 56-day challenge is. Any questions about that? Okay. So it's essentially 10 weeks you guys are going to have to train. When you guys come in, we're going to work on longer phases of weightlifting over the summer. 56-day challenge is going to have 5 mini or micro 2-week phases. When I say phase, it's just phase 1, basic. Phase 2, a little more complex. Phase 3, phase 4, phase 5. There is no phase 6 in the other campus. Okay? It's just simple progression, periodization of putting programs together to give yourself your body time to adjust, as well as to physically develop. Okay? The agility exercises, a lot of the spark exercises that we will do on Tuesday, Thursdays here on campus. Think a little more outside the box on Saturdays, but our agility exercises that we do, you will have online as well. Very simple little pictures, cones, descriptions. I put a note on there. If you can't afford cones, take some extra t-shirts, tape them up, make yourself some cones. Okay? You can find cones at any sporting goods store, but if you don't want to buy cones, make them. Okay?
He rocks.
Or Coach Yanni actually just said the other day, use soup cans. As soon as you finish, you can do your shoulder roll. That's his thing. So are we clear on what that is? I want you guys, before you leave today, or as soon as possible, because as soon as possible may be a better idea, is one, you guys do have username and passwords. I want you to, I'm going to send out a blast email through all of your email information that the coaching staff has for you with the instructions on how to access Blackboard. Okay? If you cannot get on Blackboard after trying several times with username and password, it probably means that some part of your application or some of your, there's a lot of steps in getting into school. Some step has not been met yet, and we're just going to, in the meantime, rather than wait for that step to be met, I'm just going to give you the back door on how to get in. It gives you a username of athletics_10, and I think password of student 10 or something like that. But we're going to make sure that by this time next week, you all know how to access this stack of paper in my hand. Okay? Our Spark, I mentioned it briefly, our Spark training, speed, power, agility, reaction, quickness, is a combination of linear movement, straight line, change of direction, vertical power, jumping up and down, and it's pretty all-inclusive in terms of full body. The days we do bear crawls, the days you have the beach in the sand. There's days when we will do everything that we can to tax your body in most physical ways to make sure that you are physically prepared to compete and to hold on or to maintain that level of athleticism for the very long first year of college baseball. Knox, did I forget anything?
I think we're good. I think that you get on